This is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Southeastern Medical Device Association Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, 2012. It's a little crowded in here, but I have Shawn Flynn Sr. and I have Ramkhelawan right next to me from Restore Medical Solutions. They are co-founders. And you know what? I'm going to start with Ryan. Well, tell me about Restore Medical Solutions.
So we've developed a product that specializes in the processing of reusable surgical devices, generally used between the operating rooms of most hospitals, and it follows it down to the reprocessing aspects through central processing. So we've developed a more modular approach to the current method, which is, for the most part, putting it in a standard basket and transporting. Generally have 4 touch points. We took that down to 1 through our modularity. And that's the focus of our company, is efficiencies within surgery and reprocessing reusable devices, and also safety in the different aspects of needle sticks, and also cleanliness. It's a much more efficient way of cleaning our reusable devices.
So you're really a service organization, correct?
Correct. One of the essential things that we're trying to do is actually increase efficiency and, to Ryan's point, have a safer product within the healthcare industry. Recently there was a story on the national news focusing on unclean or dirty instruments, and we've basically fixed that or helped fix that problem.
Okay. So you come to a hospital, and you first have to know that they've got that problem, because you could safely assume that almost every hospital's probably got this kind of a situation that has to be rectified. How do you get in the door?
For the most part, we would be requested by either the director of surgery or the manager of central processing, either on a consultative basis to help them increase their efficiencies, or overall they've heard word of mouth on how our product works, either through conferences like such, or other conferences like ARN or Mayfair. And for the most part, the productivity bump is essential for a processing department. With the increase of productivity, there's a lower amount of inventory needed on hand, so it's a huge cost-effective strategy for us. So hospitals that are interested in saving money for that purposes generally would contact us.
I've got a good question for you. You now go to a modular system. So instead of having 4 touch points, you're down to 1. How do you do that?
Well, it's not as complicated as it may seem. It's a modular approach, and again, to Ryan's point, we're basically minimizing or eliminating the basket of randomized instruments and putting them in a more systematic fashion to where the instruments are open. They're systematically placed in their R container. They're already run through a mechanized or mechanical cleaning process, and then from the productivity bump that we're getting, the technician who is actually assembling the sets actually just disengages the instrument stringer itself, thereby minimizing that shuffling that takes place on the assembly side. The other aspects of the modular system are residual benefits from what we have created. So,
okay, I got it. I think our audience has it. Who knows the website better, you or him? What's the web?
We're currently working on our website, but it'll be restoremedicalsolutions.com.
Okay, so restoremedicalsolutions.com. What is your background?
As a first assistant surgery and a transplant perfusionist by trade.
Nice. And yours?
My background started in the U.S. military, where I was a surgical assistant as well, and worked in sterile processing, and then transferred over into biotechnology and tissue banking.
How large is this industry?
Well, it's huge. I mean, every hospital, every surgery center who has reusable devices, who has to reprocess those instruments, would directly or be our marketplace. And there's over 6,000 hospitals and over 5,000 surgery centers in the U.S. So, it's a huge market out there and an untapped need. And we think we're facilitating a great change in having cleaner instruments and turned around faster for the particular patients that are going to need those instruments. So
this is kind of neat. I like 2 young guys, service company, recognize the need, put a company together. I want to wish you fellas luck. I think you're going to do really well.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Flynn Sr., that's him, Sergeant Flynn. And we have Ryan Ramkhelawan, and he is from the business, so you guys have, I could see where you blend well together. Restore Medical Solutions, a private company. We're at the Southeastern Medical Device Association Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to thank you for coming on to SNN Live. It's a pleasure, and I wish you guys luck. Thank you.